You won't believe how Taylor Swift spends her millions. Her luxurious lifestyle is straight out of a billionaire's dream. Taylor Swift isn't just a global superstar, she's living a life most can only dream of. From $100 million real estate empires to custom designer wardrobes and private jets, her world screams luxury. Hit subscribe and step into the glamorous life of a pop icon who's redefining fame and fortune. First, let's rewind to where it all began. Before the sold-out stadiums, Grammy speeches, and billion-dollar headlines. Taylor Swift isn't just a pop star, she's a music empire in motion. Born on December 13th, 1989 in Pennsylvania, she began as a country prodigy, but her fearless evolution into pop, rock, and indie turned her into a global icon. With 14 Grammy Awards, countless chart-topping hits, and the highest-grossing tour of all time, Taylor isn't just rewriting records, she's rewriting history. But her journey wasn't without battles. From public feuds and media scrutiny to her bold fight over music rights, Swift turned setbacks into comebacks. Therefore, she didn't just survive the industry, she transformed it. With over a decade of success, a fiercely loyal fan base, and a billion-dollar empire built from lyrics and vision, Taylor Swift isn't just an artist. She's a cultural force. And this is just the beginning. Let's move to the beginning of Taylor Swift's journey, long before the stadium lights, red carpets, and Grammy gold. When a little girl from Pennsylvania dreamed big and dared bigger. Born on December 13, 1989, in West Reading, Pennsylvania, Taylor Swift was named after singer James Taylor, a fitting choice for a future music legend. Raised on a Christmas tree farm, she grew up surrounded by nature, music, and ambition. Her mother was a marketing executive, her father a stockbroker, but it was her grandmother, an opera singer, who lit the musical spark in Taylor's heart. She performed at local festivals, acted in youth theater, and made regular trips to NYC for vocal lessons. But after being rejected by every Nashville label at just 11, Taylor didn't give up. She turned to songwriting, pouring her heart into every lyric. Therefore, with a guitar, raw talent, and relentless drive, she paved her own way. That determination would soon change the music industry forever. Now let's dive into the moment everything changed. When Taylor Swift turned her Nashville dreams into a full-blown music revolution. After moving to Nashville, teenage Taylor Swift wasted no time chasing her dreams. She teamed up with seasoned songwriters, including Liz Rose, who was stunned by Taylor's natural talent and razor-sharp storytelling. But Swift wasn't content with waiting around. At just 14, she became the youngest artist signed by Sony ATV and walked away from a deal with RCA Records that didn't align with her vision. Therefore, she bet on herself and won big. In 2005, a performance at Nashville's Bluebird Cafe caught the eye of Scott Borchetta. She became the youngest artist to write and perform a hot country #1 all by herself. A history-making move that proved this teenager was unstoppable. By 2008, Swift released her second album, Fearless. She wrote Speak Now Alone at 20, proving her pen was just as powerful as her voice. When she lost her masters, she didn't back down. She re-recorded them, turning pain into power. During the pandemic, Folklore and Evermore showed her quieter brilliance. Then Midnight shattered streaming records. Therefore, by 2023, she wasn't just the most streamed artist, she was a living legend, writing her story her way. And now, let's enter the era where Taylor Swift didn't just dominate the music industry, she reshaped global pop culture in real time. In 2023, Taylor launched the Eras Tour, not just a concert, but a full-blown cultural phenomenon. Spanning her entire discography, the tour became the highest grossing in history, smashing ticket sale records and sparking global demand. But it wasn't all smooth. Ticketmaster's chaotic rollout drew political backlash, yet Swift powered through. Therefore, her resilience only amplified her legend. The tour's concert film grossed over $250 million worldwide, becoming the highest-grossing concert film ever, while the Eras Tour book broke records in publishing too, selling over 1 million copies in just 1 week. Therefore, Swift once again proved her mastery of music, marketing, and momentum. Fortnite, featuring Post Malone, soared to #1, marking her 12th Hot 100 chart topper. Her career reached an entirely new stratosphere, as noted by Music Business Worldwide, with a level of dominance never before seen. From midnights and re-recordings to massive tour earnings and music milestones, Swift was named Spotify's most streamed artist for a second consecutive year in 2024. In May 2025, Swift made headlines again, this time by securing the ownership of her first 6 albums masters from Shamrock Holdings, a full-circle victory in her fight for creative control. But even global fame brings risk. In 2023, she began dating NFL star Travis Kelce, placing her in an even brighter spotlight. Therefore, Swift isn't just a performer, she's a visionary. Whether holding a guitar, a camera, or the world's attention, she crafts every note, lyric, and scene with unmatched precision and heart. Ready to uncover what makes Taylor Swift more than just a global superstar? Let's dive into the fearless artistry, voice, and evolution that turned her into a generational icon. Taylor Swift is a genre-defying force of nature. From her humble country beginnings to synth-pop bangers, indie folk ballads, and cinematic alt-rock, she's reinvented her sound with every era, but her storytelling has always remained the heart of it all. Critics once questioned her vocal strength, but she chose authenticity over polish, and therefore created an emotional bond few artists ever achieve. Her voice matured, her sound expanded, but her lyrical precision only grew sharper. With Folklore and Midnights, she proved depth doesn't need volume. It needs vulnerability. Her bold visuals and self-directed music videos didn't just earn awards. They redefine what creative control looks like for a female artist. Therefore, Taylor Swift isn't just performing hits, she's building worlds. Whether with a guitar, a pen, or a camera, she doesn't just chase trends, she sets them with heart, vision, and unmatched precision. From private jets to multi-million-dollar mansions, Taylor Swift's lifestyle is as iconic as her music. She's not just living the dream, she's designing it on her own terms. From couture fashion to custom-built homes, every detail reflects power, passion, and purpose. But beyond the glam, it's her vision and hustle that truly fund her fantasy world. So here's the question. If you lived like Taylor for a day, what would you do first? If you enjoyed this peek into Taylor Swift's world of luxury, make sure to like the video, comment your dream Swift-inspired purchase, and share it with your fellow Swifties. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss another look inside celebrity lifestyles.